All right, so we're going to look at the leg model for Bio 157. So I'm going to go ahead and take the model out here and turn it around so it is upright, like so. So we look at the model here, we're starting at the top, right here by the hip. We see two muscles that are splitting off, essentially right at the top. This one quickly becomes some connective tissue here, and this one is called the tensor fasciae latae. So that is a tensor fasciae latae. The one that splits to the other side is called the sartorius. This one kind of goes across our thigh. So that is the sartorius. Next is this muscle group. So these three muscles right here collectively are part of the muscle group known as the quadriceps femoris. The one that's right down the middle right here is the rectus femoris. The one off to the side is the vastus lateralis. The one that's on the inside is the vastus medialis. So rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus medialis. So those three are three of the four muscles that are part of the quadriceps femoris. If I turn it like so here, you're going to see these blood vessels and then nerve here. And these blood vessels and nerves cover over this small little muscle right there, and that is called the pectineus. So that little guy right there is the pectineus. So nerves and blood vessels go across it. So that's a pectineus. The next muscle is right here, and this is called the adductor longus. So that muscle right there is the adductor longus. Next, turning it further into our inside thigh area, this long muscle right here is called the gracilis. So that is the gracilis. Turning it again a little bit here, this muscle on the other side of the gracilis is the adductor magnus. So that is the adductor magnus. So we come back here, we have the pectineus here, the adductor longus, the gracilis, and the adductor magnus. If I turn it just a little bit more here, this muscle once again is the gluteus maximus. And now let's take a look at the muscles of the hamstrings. So these are the hamstring muscle group here. The lateral one here is the biceps femoris. So this is the lateral muscle, the biceps femoris. The medial one is the semitendinosus. So this right here is called the semitendinosus. And if I turn it just a little bit here, there's actually another muscle just underneath that, and that is called the semimembranosus. So this is the semitendinosus, this is the semimembranosus. So these are the hamstrings, biceps femoris, semitendinosus, semimembranosus. All right, so now let's take a look at the muscles of the lower leg here. So the calf muscle here, and it looks like it's two parts, but it's all one thing. The calf muscle is known as the gastrocnemius. So that is the gastrocnemius. And if we follow this all the way down here, it becomes this nice big thick tendon, and this is called the tendon of gastrocnemius. So here's the gastrocnemius. This is called the tendon of gastrocnemius. This is commonly known as Achilles tendon. We will not accept that. We do see a muscle that's just underneath the gastrocnemius, and that's this muscle right here, and that is the soleus. So this is gastrocnemius here, this is the soleus here. The next muscle here, as you can see, this is that lateral malleolus on the fibula, but this muscle right here going around that is the fibularis longus. So that right there is a fibularis longus, it's going around the fibula. The next muscle, as I turn it forward a little bit more, is this one right here. As you can see, it's going to branch out to all the toes here. That is the extensor digitorum longus. So that is the extensor digitorum longus. And if I turn it towards the front here, this is our shin bone, or our tibia. And the muscle that's right next to the tibia is the tibialis anterior. So anterior, it's in the front. Tibialis, it's next to the tibia. Tibialis anterior. So if I turn it this way again, this right here again is the soleus on this side. That's the gastrocnemius. So let me work back. Tibialis anterior, extensor digitorum longus, fibularis longus, soleus, gastrocnemius.